Now let me introduce you to the IPA charts. IPA, International Phonetic Association. You know that IPA alphabets and IPA charts are very, very important for phoneticians, right? Or the students of linguistics, especially who are focusing on phonetics and phonology. All right. And I would also let you know that how can you look at these English sounds, which we have discussed so far, on the IPA consonantal charts, and also the chart which is shown on the IPA website for vowels and also for diacritics. All right. Okay, so we know that there are 44 phonemes in English. Let me just recap them very briefly. Long vowels are 5, okay? E, A, O, U, and right? Then there are short vowels, which are 7 in number. E, A, O, U, and right? Then diphthongs, A, I, Oi, Ow, ear, right? And then there are 24 consonants, plosive 6, P, B, T, D, K, G, and nasals 3, M, N, and Engma, Eng sound, Eng. Then fricatives, F, V, T, D, S, Z, Sh, J, and H, and then 2 affricates, Ch and J, and approximants, L, R, V, and Y. All right. So now let me show you that how can we look at them and what's the logic behind the drawing of the table, the charts, like how it is shown on IPA chart, and how can we use that chart or the inventory for these sounds in English. All right. So now let me take you to the IPA chart for consonants. This chart is basically recommended and continuously updated by the experts of IPA, International Phonetic Association. They continuously work in order to update it with the help of linguists and researchers throughout the world. And the chart which you are right now looking at is based on the last major amendments which were carried out by IPA Association in 2005. All right. So, do you see any logic? There are English sounds. You see there are P, B, okay, and T, D, or K, G. These are the English plosives. And similarly, the 3 nasal sounds, these are there, all right? And then fricatives, all right, F, V, T, D, S, Z, Sh, J, all right? And then you can have a look on other sounds, like this is glottal H, fricative. And there is approximant of English, and also you can look at some of the sounds which are spoken in Pakistani regional languages. Since this chart is a reference document, you can go and look for, like, this is Urdu sound, kh, okay, kh or gh, right? So you can easily find these sounds, the sounds of regional languages, and the consonantal pulmonic sounds of any language can be located in this chart. Right, and there is a logic. You just see this is the places of articulation. If you just have a look, bilabial, okay, labiodental, dental. If you have a look on like articulators, right? So if I just draw it here very briefly, right? Like these are the articulators and lower lips, okay? Chin, and then lower teeth and tongue, okay? And then this is like the articulators. If this is larynx, all right? So you see, these are lips, okay? And then dental, right, teeth, and then you are moving towards the beak. So in same manner, this chart is maintained. We are starting from bilabial and moving towards the beak of the oral cavity, right? And ending at glottal. Since there is no voice possible behind this glottal, right? So it is shown in the chart, and it is based on that logic, and these are the manners of articulation, right? So you can just visit IPA website and have a look on different sounds, and you can also try to articulate some of the sounds which you don't know, like the English sounds which are there, which I have pointed out for you, and other than these local sounds, the sounds of local languages, but you can also try to pronounce some of other sounds for your understanding, okay? And this gray area which is shown, okay, these are the places which are supposed to be very difficult to pronounce. Okay, these are the shades which denote that the articulation at these places is very difficult. Okay, so this is something which would help you out in order to understand IPA symbols and also their placement. This was for consonants, and now let me show you the chart which is used for IPA vowels. Okay, IPA chart for vowels. This is the quadrilateral, you see, and these are the close sounds. Close. Your tongue is basically very close to the roof of the mouth, and these are the also close sounds, but they are from the back side, from the back of the tongue, right? And this is the center of the tongue, and again this is the front part of the tongue. All right, the whole quadrilateral, it is basically in shape of like tongue, right? If you can just draw tongue, all right, if this is tongue, all right, so this quadrilateral, it is shown in this order, all right, and then there are corners divided, okay, which the tongue which can be shown here, right, and these, with the help of these corners, sounds of vowel sounds are described. Okay, and one more thing, that there are vowels, you see, these are the vowels. So in these cases, the vowels which are at the right side of the bullets, these bullets, these are rounded. So you see, closeness of the tongue, right, and then frontness, backness and frontness, and then also the center of the tongue. So this shape of the tongue, which is shown here as a quadrilateral, it is very helpful in order to describe sounds, vocalic sounds, which are vowel, right. And this is the IPA chart for diacritics. Diacritics are small symbols which help us out to draw the features of sounds which are superimposed. You see, like this is voicelessness. One sound, n and d, they are voice sound, but they are in certain contexts, they are made voiceless, right? So this small, you know, this round below it, this shows that these are voiceless in the specific context. Similarly, there are some more which would be very important and very interesting for you, like this is dental symbol. So when, like in the regional languages of Pakistan, th and the, they are dental. So in order to differentiate between t and d, this dental sound is put below them, right? So these are diacritics. You can also just play around this chart on diacritics in order to understand what is IPA transcription and how it works. For a deep, like for a very detailed transcription of sounds, and also for phonemic, we need these diacritics for detailed and very, you know, deeper level of transcription of sounds. All right, so there are so many other resources which you can use from IPA, International Phonetic Association website. There are lists given for various languages. There are so many languages available on this website, and also some tools and resources for research. Okay, you can go and look at there for the sounds of your own language, and also symbols. You can try to pronounce those sounds which are not known to you, even like those sounds of other languages other than your first and second languages. All right, and then you can look for the website. It's a very good resource for the students of phonetics and phonology. All right, but you must do practice there. Okay, that's an important point. All right. Other than IPA website, there are some other resources you can look around, like the one which I'm giving here is this website, IPA.typeit, right? This is a very good resource in order to understand what IPA is, how can you use this IPA transcription, how can you transcribe in detail, and how can you transcribe like phonemically, okay? There are symbols which are used for narrow transcription and also for broad transcription. You can just play around it. And let me give you the screenshot of this website. It is there, you see. This is the website, and these are the languages which are given, and these are the symbols we have just discussed through IPA charts, and these are the diacritics. You can just put them when you will click on any of these buttons. This is basically a keyboard, right? You can go and use your own formatting, and when you would click on a specific button, that symbol would be written here. Then you can copy it from here and take to your own Word document. So it's a very good resource, and you should try to use it, because later we would be using it for your transcription and classwork, some of the assignments also.